I'm Peg Green from the New York Landmarks Conservancy. We're at Prospect Park in Brooklyn for another tourist in your own town adventure. Prospect Park is a scenic landmark covering almost 600 acres. Built in the 1860s, it's considered Frederick Law Olmsted's and Calvert Vaux's masterpiece. But amidst the natural beauty, the site also contains incredible history and architecture. Grand Army Plaza, at the park's northern boundary, is about as grand an entrance as you'll find. The monumental arch, designed by John Duncan, is tribute to soldiers and sailors who died in the Civil War. The sculptures on the arch are by Frederick. Later, Stanford White added the eagle-top columns and pillared pavilions. The entire plaza is a National Historic Landmark. South along the west side of the park, you'll find the 1857 Litchfield Villa. It was designed by Alexander Jackson Davis in an Italianate style. Once the residence of a prominent railroad magnate and real estate developer, the villa was incorporated into the park and now serves as administrative offices. South along the east side, you'll find the late 18th century Lefferts House. The original Lefferts House was burned by the British shortly before the Battle of Brooklyn in August of 1776. Monuments and markers commemorating that famous battle are nearby, including one to the Maryland 400. These brave soldiers suffered great losses, but held back the British, enabling George Washington's forces to escape. Further down the east side, there's the 1905 Bazar Boathouse, designed by Brooklyn architects Helmley, Huberty, and Hudswell. It was inspired by 16th century Venetian architecture. It's now the Audubon Center for Environmental Education. Continuing south, you'll find several highlights in the lovely Concert Grove, which featured open-air concerts in the late 19th century. The Oriental Pavilion was designed by Thomas Wisdell and Calvert Vaux in 1874. It was originally a tea house. It has a wonderful stained glass cupola and medieval Hindu-inspired columns. Concert Grove also contains a section of historic bronze busts of famous composers, Beethoven, Mozart, among others. A larger-than-life bronze statue of Abraham Lincoln watches over Concert Grove. It was dedicated in 1869, shortly after Lincoln's death, and was the first statue of Lincoln in the country. The area also includes a lovely World War I memorial with a moving sculpture that was dedicated in 1921. Sections of Concert Grove were covered over by Robert Moses in the 1930s, but they've been magnificently restored. The decorative terraces and urns, the shoreline, and Music Island. Those were just some of the architectural and artistic features of the park. It would take days to see them all. Fortunately, there's always a lovely spot to sit and refresh yourself on your walk. Prospect Park has something for everyone, and in every season.